Are we live? Are we back? We should be back. Hi chat, do we exist? Matthias, thank you for the follow. This is not looking promising. Yeah, man. We should be here. We should exist. I had to stop and start stream again. And Adley Victory, thank you for the follow. Had to reload the stream. That's fair. Yes, reload, and it should work. I should be back. I think I'm back. I don't know if it's actually better, but
wow. Is this light blue? Yes, this is light blue.
I believe you. I don't like when Twitch gives me a red signal when because I look at I found where I put the light blue stained glass. There's some in here.
Oh. I made it. It's okay.
That's all right. We can always use more, I guess. Spruce wood. There we go.
A bucket that does not have a child in it.
I have a single bucket that does not have a child in it. Should we put the children in the thing? Is that worth it?
No, I want to wait until the walls are done.
Okay. Yeah, I watch like the Twitch stream manager stuff, and I really, really don't like it when it gives me a little like red bitrate line, like even when everything's fine.
It makes me upsetty spaghetti.
Yeah.
Please, less stress.
I don't like it.
I don't like.
I'm like, oh no, it's mad at me.
Exactly.
No, I'm doing my best. I don't know, Shae, but I'm sorry that they do. Hi, chat. How's everyone doing? NLBTTSL, thank you for the follow. What are we doing?
No!
Dude, I swear my connection to the server is worse now that I switched over to my hotspot.
Oh.
Why? Why is it like this? Okay, we were gonna go to the grinder?
Yes.
Okay.
After I buy enchants.
Yeah, that's
but
fair.
I fixed the water.
Yes, please do fix the water.
Yes, I fixed the water.
Also, I'm patching up your basement again. I'm putting a trapdoor over it. Just because it's a walkway.
Okay.
You have to be able to walk over the basement ladder to get to the other ladder because of this spiral.
Oh, right.
So
yeah.
if it's a hole, then you have to jump, and that just does not make sense as a floor plan. What sort of interior decorator would do that? Twitch is still yelling at me. Stop yelling at me, Twitch. Okay, my connection's gotten a little better. Anywho.
Yep.
Yep.
Wait, how do I... what am I looking for? I'm looking for something.
I want to keep the affection gapple.
Yes.
Yes. It's still so many riches. Why the heck? What?
Yes, there are lots of them. I think all of the emeralds are over at the other place.
Yeah, probably. I have some emeralds here, but not many.
Okay.
What is this song? Why is this song? I thought I removed this from my playlist.
Rip. Okay, yep. I can't find it. Yep. Yep. I'm ready to go. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go. Twitch is still yelling at me, but I'm ready to go. Ready and raring, and definitely capable of existing in this world. Apple, I'm terrified.
That's okay.
I just died in survival in the nether. I'm not ready to die in hardcore.
We've got a little bit of time to think about it while we go get more enchanted stuff.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm gonna grab some iron blocks.
What the Twitch?
For anvil.
What the heck? Heck yeah, iron blocks. That's a good idea. My bitrate was so steady, and Twitch was like, yeah, red. And now that my bitrate is all over the place, spiking everywhere, Twitch is like, yeah, blue. Twitch, please make logical sense, my dude.
That's how it be. That's how Twitch like to do.
Uh,
Let's go.
Let's go. It's nighttime. I have a bed on me there. Well, it's not nighttime, but it's going to be soon.
Do you want to drive?
I mean, I don't want to, but I can. Ha ha ha.
Hop in.
Last time I was here, this boat was entirely submerged
shopping.
in sand. We're going shopping?
We're going shopping.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah, heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Oh. Okay. Twitch may be yelling at me, but apparently my streams had no issues since the switch. Thank you.
Glowy boy? Glowy boy?
Glowy?
Glowy boy?
Glowy boy?
Glowy boy? Child?
A child?
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 I'm
Question mark?
Child?
Child? Hello?
Child?
Hello, child? Is there a child? Anyone in
I see
wishing
rotten
to be
flesh.
adopted? Oh, that's
Oh.
also a good sign of child. Oh yeah,
in a
I could put a
ravine.
torch. I've definitely found like children down here before. I found an injured child down here before. It was tragic.
Oh.
I don't see children.
You have a fishing rod. You have a fishing rod.
I love that in every other world I'm like, nah, not allowed to have children, have a family curse to break. And my mother appreciates how much how seriously I take the curse. And in this one I'm like, axolotl, child, adopt all of the children. But I'm not being a parent. Like, they may be babies. Minecraft Grim Reaper?
Man.
There's a drowned with a Nautilus
blocks.
shell that really wants my attention. I don't see a baby.
Yes, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. We need Nautilus shells.
Okay, I'll grab the Nautilus shell. I rarely ever pay attention to Nautilus shells. I don't think I've ever actually used them.
Yeah, I've found that I end up not having them when I need them for
Okay. Hello, Cloud.
whatever
Hi,
the heck the
Stormwind.
things are called.
Good night, Stormwind. Sleep
Conduit.
well. Hi, little Mr. Meow. I'm gonna stream for another 2 hours at most. Probably not actually that long, though. It'll probably be like an hour and
I
a
do
half.
not see any children, sadly.
I'll see if I can respond to it.
That's funky.
I just, you know, going AFK in the middle of the ocean in hardcore so that I can type in chat is such a mood.
Shae, why? You're gonna give me a heart attack.
I was on a boat.
I see the subtitles. Where are you?
Wait, there actually is one? Oh my goodness, I was so ready to give up. Baby? Child?
Hello, baby!
We found it! The baby! Oh
I
my
got the
goodness, it was
baby.
brown? That looked like it's brown? Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Oh my gosh, a child.
Found the child.
We've grabbed so many. I almost said adopted. No, I have a curse to break. I myself am not allowed to have a child, get pregnant, or get married for another 4 months, little less than 4 months. So far,
Gotcha.
doing absolutely great on that. Oh, we're water bedding?
Yep.
I'll head down to where I can place a bed. Okay. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Okay. Grab
Watch
a bed.
out. There's an angry man.
There's always an angry man.
That's true.
I'm not going to make more of a joke on that. I was tempted.
I was too, but
Bye.
I also
know
decided
me,
not to.
bye. We just both collectively decided to leave that one alone. Is the creeper? See the creeper. Are you are you still distracted?
Yes. Never mind. No.
Come on.
Chat convinced me not to. Convinced me
Come
not
on,
to.
Apple, come on. Oh, by the way, I have like 2 hours until my partner's gonna get here and then demand my attention, so I can stream for like 2 hours.
Okay.
Which I figure by then you'll need to
I gotta
sleep.
know. No, I'm gonna be awake a long time tonight.
Okay, well then you'll need to go do stuff.
Yes, sounds like the U.S. government. Okay.
Anyway, moving swiftly on.
I'm glad I'm making myself laugh instead of finding nothing funny.
I'm glad that you're making yourself laugh too. I am a little concerned for you.
I'm alright, I promise. This is good giggly.
Okay,
I slept all
good.
day, so it's fine.
Okay, good. I'm like, I know you got up early, you're planning to stay up late. Please take care of yourself, Apple.
It's not delirium, it's joy. Mixed with stress, I don't know, something.
Yeah, that checks out. That works. It is getting warm where I am and I don't like it. It was so nice and cold, and now it's getting warm.
I had cold feet last night, which is a good sign, because
Yay.
usually it's not. Then I'm uncomfortable.
Am I going to yeet this song too? I might yeet this song. I am stuck in a boat. How dare I exist? Okay, we're good. I did the thing where I right-clicked it and then got out again.
Awesome.
You know, I'm actually pretty pleased with this building.
Yeah, I like it. It looks good.
Yay! It went from
All
like
of your buildings.
the villager bits being my favorite parts of the building to the actual villager bits being my least favorite parts. So I'm satisfied with that.
Am I buying a bow?
I don't know. Are you buying a bow?
Am I buying a bow? Does one of them have punch 2? No, punch 1. Power 2. Blech.
What?
Unbreaking 2.
Actually, oh my gosh, it's 21 degrees? Bruh.
That's Celsius.
Celsius. Yeah, that's like the temperature I set the car to be. That's AC temperature.
Move.
What? It was like 9 degrees the other day. Bruh. Beth, oh my goodness. Hi, Beth.
That's not a lot.
It is indeed
Mine
21.
is definitely
Jay.
smaller than 21.
Hi, Beth. I love you, Beth. How are you doing?
I found this tree. Gosh darn it.
Oh, I have no idea what 21 is in Fahrenheit, by the way.
I don't know.
The best I've got for you is AC temperature.
Yep, that's... I don't know. I like my AC cold.
Yeah, but like when it's winter and you want to set your car to something to warm you up, but you don't want it to be too strong. 21 is what I set.
Okay.
Divide by 5, multiply by 9, add 32. I don't... That's so much math,
so
and I don't know if it's serious.
9 times 4, 18, 30... Wait, hold up. 36. Add 32.
That's a number. That was math.
Oh, okay, nice. 69 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know if that's true, but thank you, chat.
Nice.
Apparently it's 69 degrees.
None Beanie, thank you for the follow. You know what? Let's just believe that because it's funny.
Yep. I'm fine with that. I also need paper for books because I don't have enough for the bow
you should do that. I mean, I was gonna grind. I don't have many XP. I should probably put like sharpness on my sword or something. Do we have a sharpness villager?
You might want to put looting on your sword. We do have a sharpness villager.
Yeah.
But check the enchantment chest because I think I already bought you all the books you need.
I mean, you got me armor books.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. I did get you armor books. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't see any things. And I only have mending on my tools. I don't have efficiency or anything. I'm the poor one, chat. Remember, Apple's just here to carry me, so... Sharpness Villager Great Band name. Good morning, Beth. I can tell that you're very, very tired.
You know what? It is a good band name.
Jay, I love you, but that's the wrong direction. Jay's like 21 in Fahrenheit is -6 Celsius. We try to figure out what 26 Celsius is in Fahrenheit. Oh, hey, pronoun check. I use they, them pronouns, but for the most part, I'm okay with any pronouns. Like, they, them is safe, but yeah. Yeah, Apple uses he, they.
Yes, but I'll accept anything except for feminine.
Pog. So, he, they for Apple. Wait, I want to look at you when I say that. Yeah. He, they. And I'm they, them for the most part. Yeah. They, them is safe, but people use gender on me, and I'm like, yeah, alright, most of the time. Oh, I'm sure that he'll enjoy the rain, even if you won't, Beth. We'll figure it out.
Extra.
Heck yeah, follow NB Pals. Chat is sending NB Pride. Chat, I love you.
Yay!
Heck yeah. Heck yeah, chat.
Yeah.
Here's a... I'm gonna take a moment. Pronouns. You can... Hey, chat, you can set your pronouns in Twitch so I can see them next to your name. I'll try and remember that you go by it's and he, him. But you can set that in Twitch so I can see it. Fun facts. And any streamer who uses this extension will be able to see it too. Just so you know, because I think it's cool. But hello, welcome. Heck yeah, NB. Apple.
Yes.
Apple. Your Shae is getting bored. Please entertain the Shae.
Flame. I'm gonna put on the spot. I don't know how to do
Flame, huh? I like fire. I don't like fighting.
Yes.
I don't like fire enchants in Minecraft. I just like fire in general. Oh my gosh. Oh, I could.
But I both.
I could talk for so long about that. I shouldn't. No, I shouldn't. Come on, I'm not doing that. Oh, but I could.
Oh, I could talk about fire and my exploits with it for a long time.
I should not. I'm trying to think of words that I can say here that aren't gonna get me in trouble. But I shouldn't. That's what we're at. I shouldn't talk about that. I kind of really want to now. Heck yeah, thank you, Muffy Man, for the follow. And
the first thing I learned how to do
and yes, Jay, you have done that.
Started tagging along with my brothers.
Hi, Celestial Cat.
Scout meetings was make fire.
Fire? Jay, I'm not allowed to talk about that.
It's ingrained in my history. It's ingrained in my lore.
Wait. It's ingrained in your lore. That's amazing. Jay, I love you very much. My partner has put a thing in chat that I'm not allowed to talk about. I'm deleting that message.
Okay.
Hello,
are you ready to go?
Hi, Gino. Yes, I am ready to go.
Okay, let's go kill some zombies then. Oh,
heck yeah. I love that I'm trying to think of something that I can say, but most of the things I can say will get me in trouble. And then my partner in chat, who knows me, says, what about this story? And I always start this story off with this is a really fun story, but I'm not supposed to talk about it, and I definitely can't tell this on the internet. And then I tell the story. And so my partner's like, yeah, how about you talk about this story that you've been literally asked not to tell people? Yeah, thanks, Jay. I love you. I'm teasing you. Talk about it, Shae Coward. My boss has literally asked that I stop talking about this story, and I should not. Like,
don't.
In VCs, maybe, but like, this is on recording. There are so many things. So many things.
There's so many witnesses.
chat, I love you. It's a very fun story. I probably shouldn't. I really want to, but I probably shouldn't. Anyway, yes, fire. Oh, also, hey, hey, Apple.
Yeah.
Ooh woo.
Ooh
Woo.
Someone,
Thanks, Gina.
I was just mocked in chat.
Worm, hi, Worm, I love you. Hi.
Someone in my
Yeah?
chat just said if you can't get the door, you're gonna have fun in MCC.
Oh,
I've been attacked.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
I mean, you're right, but I came here to have a good time. Jeez. Where's the boat?
There's gotta be a boat somewhere.
We've
I'll
made
check the
so
other
many
side.
boats. They should be right here because this is where this is the landmark of the rabbits.
Here's one. I see a spruce
okay.
bird over here. I also see a bird.
Bird.
Your bird is over there by the sugar cane.
Oh, hello, bird. Who are you?
Oh,
Where did you come
you guys
from?
are cute.
What are you?
Cute
Hello,
Muffin, do you
baby.
actually want a recap? Because you put a weird thing in the
that's
recap thing, so I don't know if you actually want a recap. Need help figuring out a username involving your preferred name? Heck
You wanna
yeah,
drive
chat,
the boat?
help with that. Yeah, yes, I definitely, I know where we're going.
Cool. We're going to the jungle.
That's, all I know is that it's like straight in this direction pretty much. Ooh, shipwreck.
Yep.
I'm not getting distracted, we've already been there, come on, come on, come on.
We've already been there. We've already been there. We've
Let's
already been there. It's okay. Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah.
history and humor. Hi, welcome to chat. Okay, I need to tell a story, but I need to tell a story that doesn't get me in trouble. So, in year 9, I went on a school camp, right? And year 9 is always the worst. Just, that is the time in which students and hormones are the worst. They're just bad, okay?
Yeah.
My mother threatened to disown me for the entire year when I turned 14 and just send me to my dad's for the year.
Further right.
Okay. Yep. She didn't end up doing so because I was okay, but she's like, I went to school with 14-year-olds. I don't want to live in a house with one. It turned out okay, but just for the context, 14-year-old, absolutely terrible.
Yeah. Yes.
And
I was a pretty bad 14-year-old.
Yeah.
But not too bad.
So in year 9, when I was 14, and I only know I was 14 because that's like how the math works out. I'm gonna hit that landmark if I go there. So we were on a school camp. I had really heightened anxiety at that point, like general anxiety. So much happened at this camp. For one, I was dating someone at the time. We had sort of recently just started dating. The teachers interviewed us and asked us what it was like to be young and in love. We were both neurodivergent. Glowy boy. We were both neurodivergent and very tactfully avoided answering that question. Because the autism in both of our brains were like, that's an impossible question. Why am I glitching out so much? I was like getting stuck on those fish and glitching my entire thing. Anyway, on top of the teachers interviewing us, asking us what it was like to be young and in love, they wrote a play about it and did that at the... I need you to drive. My screen is glitching so much.
Okay.
I can't get out of the way. There we go. They wrote a play about it.
Incredibly uncomfortable.
Yeah, and did that in front of the entire year at the talent show at the end of camp.
I hate it.
And I don't remember that at all. The person I was dating at the time keeps reminding me that that's a thing that they did. And I'm like, no, I just remember the interview. I don't remember the play that they wrote. Anyway, another thing that happened at that camp is
That's
that...
genuinely horrifying. I hate it.
It's terrible. Another thing that happened at that camp is that I had a panic attack You know, as you do when you're
no.
a kid with anxiety.
Yeah.
We were not out on one of the activities. We were in an activity that took place in the like the main hall that everyone was staying in, close to the dorms.
Oh, I thought that was a sea temple. I was like, why haven't we been there yet? Why didn't we notice that?
Not quite a sea temple, but if we find a sea temple, we want prismarine for a build, so.
Yes, we do.
So, yeah, I had a panic attack. So I went off to the bathroom so that I could continue having a bit of a mental breakdown in the bathroom. I'm pretty sure it was a panic attack, but it was like that mixed with, I was really frustrated. They were trying to teach us a thing that I'd already independently been trying to learn for years, and I wasn't getting it, and the other kids were getting it, and I was just really frustrated. So I went off to the bathroom to have a nice little cry, and I wasn't disrupting anyone, and some of the teachers came in to the bathroom, not like into the stall or anything, just into the room to check on me, and when they figured out that I was sitting under the sink, crying, two of them yelled at me and told me that if I wasn't going to participate in this activity, I would have to help with the dishes after dinner. By the way, I have an incredible phobia of food that is not fit for eating. Dishes are the hardest chore for me, and I have had panic attacks doing the dishes before, so that did not make it better.
No.
I informed them that no, actually, I didn't have to do that. Because my mother has always taught me that the hammer is imaginary and that the teachers can't make me do anything. Great parenting. Genuinely great parenting. Like, the teachers didn't like it when my mother told me that, which is why she told me that. So I told them, no, I didn't actually have to do that, and can you please leave, because I'm in the middle of a panic attack in this bathroom and you're making it worse. That's most of what I remember from that. I remember that this whole thing of, like, the teachers thought that I was acting out emotionally to spite them because they were terrible. Just those two in particular, terrible. And I was like, actually, no, I'm just having a panic attack and you're not helping, so I'm going to stand up for myself. This whole fight between the teachers and I happened. So dumb. So dumb. And that is most of what I remember from that school camp. But the teacher who yelled at me when I was having a panic attack was the same teacher that the year before had helped me when I broke my arm and took me to the hospital. And let me tell you, she was not emotionally helpful then either. But that time she was actually worried about me instead of annoyed, and I was like, it's fine. I've just, like, if anything, I have a minor fracture in my arm. Minor, I've sprained it. Major, I have a fracture. There's no bone peeking out. I'm not in that much pain. I just, like, I know as a duty of care thing, you have to bring me to the hospital and give me an x-ray and get me checked, but, like, I'm chill. I'm fine. It vaguely hurts. Can I have some painkillers and also probably a sling? Like, I know you have to take me to the hospital and get me an x-ray, but I'm probably only going to need an x-ray and then a sling and some painkillers. So can we skip to the painkillers step? Because I don't usually ask for painkillers. I'm neurodivergent. It's just not a thing that occurs to me most of the time. And if I've been asking for painkillers for like 2 hours, please give me some. Anyway, I had a minor fracture in my arm and I needed a sling and some painkillers.
Let's waterbed before we try and go ashore.
That's probably a good idea.
I'm afraid of children.
There we go. That's stories. No, the panic attack didn't turn into a fracture. The same person who yelled at me when I had a panic attack was the same person. The person who yelled at me when I had a panic attack was the same person who took me to hospital when I had a fracture in the previous year. There we go. There's some fun stories from school that I'm allowed to tell.
The way chat misunderstood that was pretty funny.
I had a panic attack, and then suddenly my bone broke from the sheer amount of emotion. Yeah, no, it's fine. Did your mom have a go at them? Probably, I don't remember.
Oh, yep, this is the right spot. There's the boat.
Cool.
We're using boats at landmarks at this point.
Yep. They're good landmarks.
They are. Especially when we have so many.
I love that my friends in chat are being like, there's more context to this story, but you know, that's a good summary. Friends, my lovely friend beings, are you trying to correct me on my own story, or... Nah, I don't think they are. I think they're just fun. By the way, Dat Dexon, now that I'm not in the middle of a story, thank you for the follow.
Oh, I hate bad teachers.
Yeah.
So much.
Oh,
that especially is... Oh, no.
I've had some amazing teachers. I've also had some terrible teachers. I had a teacher who once sent me out of the room for entering the room. They were like, go to the office, do the like, my school had this thing where if you got sent out of the class, there was like a room in the office where you could continue doing your schoolwork while not in class. And my friend and I entered the class and then immediately got sent to that room in the office. And the teachers there were like, what did you do? And we were like, I don't know. We stepped in the door and got sent out. But I've also had some amazing teachers. So like, I've got my fair share of bad teacher stories, but I also like, I had a teacher who changed, like, went to a different school, and I stayed up until like 1 a.m. baking cupcakes to wish her goodbye. So, you know.
Oh. Yeah, I've had some not great teachers. I mean, not horrible, but not great. And
hi, Amy B. I'm doing well.
I think the funniest story I have about a bad teacher is the one who... Okay, so first of all, you need to know what I was like when I was in school. I was very quiet most of the time, right?
Yeah.
Because I didn't have any friends. So I was always quiet.
Cookies, Cat, and Amy's B. Thank you for the follows,
guys. I was
guys.
very loud. But...
Yeah?
I didn't know there was a ravine there. Oh, wait, is this the ravine I cut through?
Oh, it might be. Oh, yeah. Is it? Wait, I see like a little thing. No, that's not for generation. I think it is.
I think it is too, but I don't want to jump down there and find out.
I'm down here. Okay, it's not.
Oh. Okay. Panda. Oh, this is the... I think this is the spot where we made bamboo beds.
I think this is the boo bam bed, yes. Sorry, my friend is in chat. Worm has a piece of bamboo in their world called boo bam, and I think it's funny.
Hi, Worm.
Matricious, thank you for the follow. Hi, everyone.
How are you, Worm?
Worm will answer that in a second, but right now, boo bam. Worm says hi, Apple.
Boo bam.
Hey, Worm, can you give Apple a shout out? It can be shout out and then Apple of Eris, or it can be exclamation mark Apple.
That's a great command.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was very quiet. I was a very good student. As in, I had straight A's, like, every year.
Okay.
And all the teachers liked me because I was quiet and I did all my schoolwork.
I feel like I've kind of lost you. Oh, I found Boat Panda.
Okay, tell me your coords because I do not know where Boat Panda is. I am
I am at negative 1,970, positive 2,900. And I can see the panda. And I can also see another green bird. Why do you have so many green birds?
I don't know. I kept
Sleep well, history and humor. I'm glad you like the command.
So, so yeah, I was the good kid. And then the summer before my senior year, I shaved the sides of my head because I wanted to see what it was like to have it cooler for once.
Yeah.
Because I was always sweating, and it was horrible, especially with humidity and stuff. And I had a semester-long class in sociology.
Ooh.
And this was the first class ever in which I did not do all of the homework.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know I had this bird. do not remember that bird.
I was wondering what just looking at the bird was.
Yeah, I forgot it was there.
You have so many birds, Apple.
I do. I have so many birds.
Keep making friends with bird people.
Yes. Yes. My kin. I mean, not really. Not by blood. But honorary kin.
Unlocking Apple lore.
You're unlocking storyline. Yeah. What was I talking
is
about?
A bird people. It's true.
This was the first class ever where I did not do all of my homework.
Yep.
Or at least I didn't do it before I got to class.
Fair.
Usually I wouldn't do homework after school. I would just go to sleep and then wake up around dinner and then play video games. And then I would do my homework in the morning.
I did my homework at school. So.
Yep, I would do my homework at school, either in the same class that I got it or right before the class.
Mood? Yeah, that... Wow. I want to make a, I wonder if that's the ADHD joke. Because I know it is.
It definitely is.
So chat, just quick, before story, just quick recap for chat. We have a double spawner. There's a zombie spawner over there and one over there. So we've got one each.
Yeah.
Although mine is not bearing many fruits right now. Anyway, yes. Didn't do your homework.
This teacher, now it's time for teacher context. This teacher told us one time that her favorite book genre was Christian romance.
Oh.
Another thing she has said was every time she had to say the word gay, she got very uncomfortable.
Why is she A, why is she teaching? B, why is she teaching that? That is the wrong subject.
Sociology of all things.
Freaking sociology, wow.
Sociology. I didn't like her very much.
No, I can imagine why.
When my grades started dropping, because I wouldn't do any of the homework, she called in my mother to talk to her. And I was nervous about it because this had never happened before. Since, like, elementary school, back when I used to also not do homework. And in that meeting my mother had with the teacher, the teacher called me a delinquent.
Wow.
The person who spends all day inside playing video games or reading.
The
only times I go outside was to do Boy Scouts or to go to school.
Wow. That's like on the level of my teacher starting off the parent-teacher interview with, in answer to my mother's question of why do you think we're here, to, well, I don't like Shae and Shae doesn't like me.
Oh, that's a great reason for there to be a...
Yeah, you know, that's a great reason for the parents to request to talk to the teacher. I didn't like that teacher. Wow, that's... Ooh.
Wow, I'm so surprised.
I'm glad you think so, Vivek. Hello, how are you?
Oh, I'm gonna make an anvil. Did I already make one? No, I didn't.
My partner in chat says that parent-teacher meeting story still pisses me off. Me too, Jay, me too. Freaking teacher being like, yeah, I don't like your child and that's why we have issues. God, they dug such a grave. I can tell it, that one's up on my YouTube, but I can tell that again if you like, but you're telling a story, so.
Yeah, that's basically it. Damn. I had to deal with her more in the future because she was the club sponsor for Philosophy Club, and I joined Philosophy Club.
We can... No. Gross.
I mean, it was kind of fun because there was a period of time, one of the meetings, we just spent the whole time talking about the ethics of eating children.
That does sound fun.
It was a pretty fun club.
That sounds like a fun club, but the concept of like a homophobe being in charge of Philosophy Club goes against everything in my brain.
Yeah. No.
I am 19.
So confusing.
Yeah, right? thank you for the follow. Welcome. Should I talk more about that particular teacher?
Yes.
Okay, so this, by the way, is the same teacher that sent me out of class for, as far as I can tell, entering class. It's not like we entered class late. It's not like nothing like that. It's just, you know, we entered class and apparently not allowed to do that. We were the only people sent away for entering class, and she'd been fighting with my friend for a while, and I'd been defending my friend from the unjust rules of the teacher, so we weren't on the best terms. But I was really not doing well in this teacher's class. This was the sort of teacher who was notorious for assigning way... Nah, it's fine. Assigning things, like assessments, constantly. There was no time between assessment. It was just assessment, and we didn't get much help with the assessments.
Ew.
And also, we got very sidetracked. Like, the students could and would deliberately sidetrack this teacher. With things totally unrelated to class. Delphine Skywalker, thank you for the follow. I don't want to tell you some of the things we talked about instead of our classwork, but let me tell you, as someone who was trying to that's a chicken. Trying to learn and not have like an argument about you know, human rights. I wasn't the most fond of it. Anyway, that's besides the point.
Yeah.
After a while of me really struggling in this class, of waking up in the mornings feeling like I didn't have any energy and I couldn't get out of bed, I didn't want to go to school, forcing myself to anyway, and then eventually realizing that it wasn't every day and it was a pattern, and trying to figure out what that pattern was, and it was whenever I had that class. I was telling my parents about how much I was struggling. They were like, do you want us to help? I was like, for a while I was like, no, it's fine, it just kind of sucks, I'll get over it. But parent-teacher meeting rolls around. I don't get called in to have a talk with this teacher, even though I'm struggling in the class and it's kind of affecting my grades. So my parents request to have a meeting with that teacher. They start the meeting off with, hi, so why do you think we're here? Like, my mother tends to start parent-teacher meetings off as in the way that she learned from her mother, of, I know how my child is doing. How are you doing? The first thing this teacher said after, by the way, another friend of mine who was struggling with this teacher had a meeting with them first. Their parents went in fully like, no, we will support you. We will help you. You're our child. Came away on the teacher's side. So I told my parents that had just happened, and I was very nervous that this teacher was somehow going to sway my parents. Of course, the teacher couldn't do that. No one can do that. My parents are awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was nervous. But so yeah, okay. So we start off the parent-teacher meeting. Teacher says they think they're here because, and I quote, I don't like Shae Laura, and Shae Laura doesn't like me.
Ridiculous reason.
Before coming to the parent-teacher meeting, my father had said that Dad didn't know if they'd be able to hold back their emotions. My dad thought they might bring a hammer to a situation where a thumbtack would do, or perhaps bring a bulldozer to a situation where a hammer would do, and told my mother, the pacifist, and I to hold back, to say, hey, Dad, you're going too far, stop. To, you know, be the control. So my mother starts us off. The teacher says that. And my mother's debating techniques take over. My mother is an adjudicator for debating and spent high school in the debating club. So my mother tears into this teacher and uses the teacher's own words against them. my mum is like, we've heard, okay. So the main problem that we're having is this one time, like this one incident we've heard about, where Shae Laura was crying in your class. We've heard Shae Laura's perspective of that. We'd like to hear yours. Let me tell you first what I claim the situation to have been like. The teacher assignments, as always, was calling people up one by one to talk about their assignments. And I was watching people with far less anxiety than I come away shaken. And I was in what I now recognize as a neurodivergent panic of, I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't feel like I've answered this question in the way it was intended because I can't tell how it was intended. And I haven't been able to ask for help. And whatever help I have managed to ask for, I've just gotten oh, you should have been paying attention, or, like totally unhelpful answers. So I was very nervous.
Those are the worst.
I was very nervous. The teacher calls up my name. I place my hands on the desk. I push myself up. My knees are shaking. I can't support my own weight for a second. So I lower myself back into the chair. I take a deep breath, and I go to push myself up again. Like my knees were shaking, so I sat down, collected myself, go to stand up again, and the teacher yells at me. So I sit back down. And I cry because the position authority figure just yelled at me. I'm already panicking, and I was already scared about this, and now they're yelling at me. So yeah, I cried. Yep. And what I remember is that little switch in my brain that says you don't have to listen to authority flipped. And the thing of they can't actually make me do anything flipped. If this is how the teacher is going to be acting, then they're not going to get anything from me. So I didn't come up. The teacher yelled at me, and I was like, all right, that's how this is going in front of the whole class. All right. And I later get in trouble with the director of the year for being over dramatic and apparently having a very, very strong reaction, making a big scene, making a lot of noise, slamming my hands on the desk, curling up under the table, and I shouldn't have done that to the teacher. And I was like, A, I'm sorry, what? B, the teacher shouldn't have done that to me if that's what happened, but for some reason, director of year just wouldn't listen to me, so that's when my parents got involved. Hello, Osamu Maya Twin. Thank you for the follow and welcome to chat.
Okay, so sorry, I gotta interrupt for just a second.
Yep.
But if there is a child that you are in responsibility of, and they don't spend the majority of their time lying, manipulating, things like that, and they start to cry, there is a reason they are crying.
Yeah, so my mother...
There is a reason for that.
My mother asked the teacher for the version of that story because I told them that the teacher had told the director of middle school, and that it had been just a blatant lie, a blatant falsehood. And my parents checked a few things with me, one of which was, do you have witnesses that can attest to your version of the story? And I said yes. I said that my friends definitely could, and that probably any student in that class, even the ones who didn't like me, could say what I'd done, and they wouldn't dramatize it as much as the teacher, because I did not slam my fists on the table, and I did not collapse crying in the fetal position under the chair wailing. So my mom asks the teacher the version of the story. Knights beloved, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, we're telling bad teacher stories. My mom asks the teacher, and the teacher, tells the story where I slam my fists on the table, push the chair back, get onto the floor in the fetal position, and sob in, I don't know, response for whatever. And my mom's like, wow, okay, that seems like an extreme reaction, so what did you do? Now, when a child under your care is crying, what did you as a teacher do? Teacher, at least has the decency to look a little off-put and is like, oh, well, I yelled at them. And my mother's like, so a child under your duty of care started crying. Something's clearly wrong because, you know, child's crying and assuming, like, not even arguing the truth of what you've said. If we are to assume that you're telling the absolute truth. Student under your care started crying and you yelled at them. And just tearing my teacher apart because my mom knows that people always tell stories to put themselves in the best light, which is one of the reasons that my mom wanted the teacher's story as well, because mom knew I was putting myself in the best light. And the teacher just digs this grave. Now, my mother is very gestural when she talks. My mom talks like Italian memes, arms everywhere. Like, the ways to make my parents stop talking, they both have ADHD, by the way. My mom might not fully have accepted it yet, but, like, anyone with ADHD probably knows what I'm talking about. The way to make them stop talking is to hold their wrists so that they can't move around as they talk. It's a really, really effective way of shutting them up.
Yep.
So my mom is gesturing wildly. Now, my mother also takes medication that makes her hands shake. And she's very impassioned when she speaks. There is a time where she gestures her arm across in a motion like this. You can see my head moving. Motion like that across the desk. Hand shaking. It goes over the top of my teacher's laptop. My teacher flinches, leans back, and puts the laptop, like, lowers the laptop and, like, scoots back in the chair. My dad, who had asked us to hold them back if dad went too far, look at each other, look at the teacher, look at my mother, look at each other, and lean back. So my mother, the pacifist, spends multiple minutes just tearing this teacher apart, using their own words against them as to why this shouldn't have happened. And at the end has an agreement with the teacher about things I can do, make sure that we have anxiety written down on my school sheet, because the teacher was like, oh, well, I didn't know it wasn't on the record. Dreamcraft, thank you for the follow, by the way. And we came up with a signal for what I could do if I was feeling overwhelmed and needed to take a moment to breathe and recollect my thoughts, or if I needed to leave the class, to just stand outside in the fresh air for a little bit. They asked me what that should be. Being the passive-aggressive child I am, I said that if I place both of my hands, palms down on the desk, like I did when the teacher said I supposedly slammed my fists into the desk, that would be when I need to, like, recollect my thoughts. Because I'm very passive-aggressive and was like, that's what I did the first time, that's what I'll do in the future. You better acknowledge and you better appreciate it. Like, you better respect that teacher. When we get to the car to go home, my dad and I were like, that's brilliant. Oh, did you see the teacher flinch? Oh, she was so scared. And my mother, the pacifist, says, oh no, I didn't realize she flinched. Was she worried that I was actually going to hurt her? Oh no, we have to go back and apologize. And we drag my mother into the car and we say, no, you do not apologize. That had the desired effect. You do not ruin that now by, I appreciate your pacifism. You're doing great. We're not apologizing. Nope, we're going and we're having dinner. This is a celebration now. That teacher did not bother me for the rest of the year. It was great.
Oh my gosh. Having the option to just step out of the room and collect myself for a minute in high school would have been fantastic.
Yep.
That would have been great.
In primary
in middle
school.
school, actually.
I didn't use it much in high school, actually. But in primary school, I had the habit of getting overwhelmed in class, not telling the teacher, just getting up, probably crying, running off into somewhere in the school and hiding. It was a very small school, so they they could care for me on a more individual level. They had an understanding with me. It was never an explicit understanding, but they were right. Like, they were okay with it. And I very deliberately had 3 specific places that I hid in. Yeah, I had very specific places that I hid in so that when the teachers could put the class down and find me, they knew where to look and didn't have to search the whole school. I would be in one of 3 places. If I was feeling really good, I'd stay right outside the class. If I wasn't feeling really good, I'd go to one of 2 specific quiet corners. So the teachers were fine with it, but yeah, I kind of had the habit of just walking out of class to collect myself. High school was less okay with that than primary school was.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a lot of teacher stories. Thanks, guys. How long have you been talking about the story you're talking about right now? Dude, I do not know. A long time.
Oh, I don't know either.
Probably
ever
like,
since we got to the grinder, I think.
Yeah, probably like 15 or 30 minutes, honestly.
It was a good story.
Oh yeah, it was like 2:30 earlier. I think it was. Thank you. Chat. My chat is also thinking it's a good story, so that's nice. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for the things. We've got recap. Mostly recap. Hello, this is my hardcore world with Apple. Where like we play it twice a week and we're kind of over a month into it now. That's wild.
We are definitely over a month into it.
Yeah, we have a double zombie spawner here, so we are grinding up some levels to help enchant my gear a little, because Apple does all the grinding and I don't, so I'm a little behind. And then we're hoping to maybe tackle another fortress today. That's what's going on.
Hopefully, yes.
Sympathies about the verified. Also, thank you for the hydrate, Pink Gamer. I did that. D-Walks, thank you for the follow. Hello,
and I
welcome.
really hope we get to do that, because then we can make all the cool things like wither skeleton farms and
yeah, I have 27 levels now, so it's like not a brilliant amount, but it's something.
Yeah, you can get started on a bunch of stuff with that.
Yeah,
that's how much I need to enchant my bow.
Oof.
That'll be all right though.
Right
now I'm just repairing stuff.
I don't have any of the books or anything to do enchantments here.
Shae, why?
Because I didn't entirely know what I needed, and I decided, fuck it, you know?
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. That's fair enough.
I kind of just want to get sharpness and maybe looting on my sword. And that's kind of it. So, we should be able to trade with things. But yeah, I'm ready to go whenever you are. I have like an hour left before I need to stop streaming, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not completely repaired, but that's all right. I don't need the rest of this stuff for right now. So let me get the 25 levels real quick, and then I'll be ready to go.
Cool. I have been playing Minecraft, not in this world, but in general,
Do
for
I get to
years.
use both grinders now?
Yeah, sure, why not? Mine was going really slow, so. I might explore a bit. I'm gonna explore a bit, because why not?
Okay, have fun.
Heck yeah.
Don't fall in any hole. I saw a couple.
Yeah, I don't remember how long I've been playing, but I've been playing since at least 2012.
Nice, it's over here.
So yeah, definitely years. Okay, that definitely satisfied my need to tell stories. Because I had a great and mighty need to tell stories, and the ones that were coming to mind were not, things I could say. Sucks that some of my best stories are things that I, shouldn't really say on stream. They're not that bad, guys, it's just like, I'm supposed to be professional, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not supposed to tell work stories that would get anyone in trouble.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Goodbye, Jay. Thanks for hanging out. I love you. I'll see you soon.
I've only been working a week. Oh, actually, I guess I do. Never mind. I probably should. Never mind.
I know that feeling.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, my work is seasonal jobs. It's we do sword fighting with kids at fairs when fair season rolls around. We also do some fire trolling stuff. So I've never had like a real job in my life, except when my school did like work experience. So I have like a week of retail. That is my entire traditional job experience. But I have a lot of stories from like sword fighting stuff. So yeah.
Oh, I had someone throw knives at me while I stood up against a board. That was fun.
That does sound fun.
Not at work. It was at Ren Fair.
Ren Fair. I wish we had Ren Fair over here. It'd be exactly my sort of thing, and I'd definitely work there knowing my family, but
Ren Fair is so much fun.
Yeah.
I love Ren Fair.
The thing that I do mostly for work is basically the closest to Ren Fair that we can get, but it's not actually Ren Fair, it's just the closest that exists where I am.
Ah, gotcha. I
would rather have no hunger. Oh, absolutely. I don't like food.
Every single year. But, ever since the plague.
Oh, Jacob, thank you for the follow.
Sadly,
and
we haven't
Tina,
been able
thank you. Yeah. Plague makes things difficult. Yoink.
This is where the betrayal happens. This is it, guys. You're watching the live stream on this world.
I mean, considering how the nether goes, maybe. And you know what? Yeah. Spending most of it telling stories about terrible teachers I've had, totally worth it. 100% worth it.
Yes, I agree. It has been 100% worth it.
Yes. Do you have a fortune pick?
I do have a fortune pick.
Is it on you?
Yes.
Can I steal your fortune pick to take care of some of this copper, seeing as we're maybe gonna build with copper?
Yes.
Nice.
There you go, Bamburger.
Thank you.